Chapter 1 Whispers in the Mist. The Legend of Lights. Somewhere in the northern hemisphere lies Beacon Bay, a calm seaside town with foggy mornings wrapping the town in a mystical winter atmosphere. The ocean waves gently lap the shore as seagulls' cries pierce the quiet mornings. The town, with its cobblestone streets and ivy-covered cottages, feels like a step back in time. This is where we find our protagonists, Finn, Avery, and Lila, attending high school and having the time of their lives. As another ordinary day concluded at Beacon Bay High School, the Beacon Bay Sleuths, Lila, Finn, and Avery, found themselves yearning for a sweet escape. Lace and Lollies, the quaint candy store, became their chosen sanctuary, a place where the troubles of school melted away amid the sugary treats. Seated at Lace and Lollies, the trio savored their favorite delight, mist-kissed lollipops. Lila, with a mischievous glint in her eye, began recounting a hilarious school incident. "Hey, you won't believe what happened at the talent show," she exclaimed, taking a bite of her lollipop. Finn, intrigued, leaned forward. "What happened?" Lila, with a grin, continued, "So we were doing this dance routine, right? But then the music decided to play a little game of its own." Avery, already amused, chuckled, "What do you mean?" Lila mimicked the skipping music. The song glitched, and our carefully choreographed dance turned into a hilarious mess. We were trying to get back on track, but the audience was in stitches. Finn laughed. "Sounds like a show stealer. Did you guys recover?" Lila nodded, eventually, but not without turning the talent show into a comedy special. It was the talk of the school. The trio shared a moment of laughter, their sweet treats and the misty ambience of Lace and Lollies adding a delightful backdrop to their animated conversation. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the atmosphere outside had shifted. The fog, like a gentle ghost, crept in, veiling Beacon Bay in an otherworldly mist. Through the candy store window, the trio caught sight of a mysterious figure on the beach, huddled over an object. Lila, squinting into the mist, said, "Hey, you two, someone's down on the beach, and it looks like they're huddled over something." Finn, leaning forward, peering into the fog, said, "Probably just a local catching crabs or something. You know how it is around here." Avery, gazing intently, remarked, "No, Finn, it's different. There's a vibe like the mist is holding on to something. Can you feel it?" Lila, the intuitive leader of the trio, felt a spark of curiosity ignite within her. The fog seemed to beckon her towards the unknown. The huddled figure on the beach became a puzzle, and her mind raced with questions. Who was this person? What had drawn them to the shoreline on this misty evening? Like what? Are we talking buried treasure or some supernatural encounter? Smirked Finn. Avery was dead serious and said, "Why not? This mist is thick with possibilities. Legends of spirits, mysterious lights, it's all connected, I can feel it." "Come on, Avery, don't tell me you're buying into this local folklore. There's got to be a logical explanation for all this," went Finn's logical mind. Finn, the analytical member of the group, couldn't help but wonder if there was a logical explanation for the mysterious scene. The fog, he thought, could play tricks on perception, creating illusions in the minds of those who dared to peer into its depths. Yet, a lingering sense of wonder tugged at Finn's rationality. Excitement buzzed in the air as they abandoned their treats and rushed outside, drawn to the curious incident unfolding before them. Avery, the empathetic and artistic soul, felt a kind of connection to the scene. The misty atmosphere stirred his creative spirit, inspiring visions of ghostly apparitions and spectral tales. The huddled figure, framed by the fog, became a character in a story waiting to be written. To their surprise, the figure turned out to be Mr. Beasley, the local policeman, leaning over another resident who had tripped over an old anchor jutting out of the sand. The mist hung in the air as Mr. Beasley pointed to the ancient anchor, explaining the accident. The mysterious figure, regaining consciousness, mumbled about flying lights in the distance. He spoke of tales describing spirits that supposedly emerged in the fog. Locals, drawn by the commotion, added to the lore, recounting the legend of the lights which danced on foggy nights. Avery said quietly, "What if it's more than that? What if there's a treasure or ghostly encounter waiting for us in the mist?" Finn raised an eyebrow and smirked. "Hidden treasure, ghostly encounters, Avery. You've been reading too many mystery novels." Lila grinned and said, "Maybe Avery's onto something. The legends Mr. Beasley was talking about, the flying lights. What if there's a connection?" Avery excitedly picked up the thread. "Exactly. What if this is our chance to uncover something extraordinary? The mist is like a canvas and we are the artist's painting." Finn couldn't resist the curious air around him. He smiled and said, "Well, if it involves solving a mystery, count me in, but let's not get too carried away." Intrigued by the mysterious lights and the old world legends, the Beacon Bay Sleuths felt the spark of curiosity ignite. The decision was made. Next Saturday, after school, they would return to the beach to explore and unravel the secrets hidden in the mist. As they left Lace and Lollies that evening, the fog thickened, casting a spell of anticipation over Beacon Bay. The legend of the lights became the focal point of their thoughts, and the trio eagerly awaited the adventure that awaited them in the misty shores of their coastal town.